According to registration statistics, Tesla controls a whopping 79% of the electric vehicle market in the United States, but this has to change. This is an unhealthy rivalry that ironically negatively affects, to some extent, Tesla itself. What about other nations? Has Tesla dominated in the same way it has in the United States, or is it even having struggles getting into those markets? Let's delve deeper into it, particularly the nations where Tesla has struggled to get traction in the EV market. Take a seat, relax, and take it all in. China has a reputation for producing virtually everything you may need. Apart from this, China has long been recognized as a nation that works hard to develop its goods that can be utilized to meet its requirements while also allowing some excess to be exported. When it comes to the automobile industry, particularly the electric vehicle sector, the situation is similar. The narrative you'll hear about China's electric vehicle market is that it's a gold mine, where billionaires with no expertise in the automotive sector, or even manufacturing, have thrown their money around to see who will win the future of mobility. The Chinese Communist Party issued a directive saying that by 2025, more than 25% of the country's automobile fleet would be electric. Despite a vexatious declining economy and dismal automobile sales in recent years, the electric vehicle industry is still expanding, with the potential to reach the numbers by 2025, according to the party. Following the Chinese government's order, Tesla, the most well-known electric car manufacturer, saw this as an opportunity to make money in a new market, China. Tesla intends to begin its production process in China by the end of the year, having already built a facility in Shanghai. Tesla has already begun delivering the less costly and most basic car, the Tesla Model 3, owing to the enormous potential that the Chinese market has. First, due to the large population numbers, which naturally implies more sales, and secondly, because they have legal support. But is this market as straightforward as it appears? Tesla is entering a market that is much more complex than it seems. The few challenges that are now apparent are just the tip of the iceberg, and if Tesla is not careful, it may become a modern-day Titanic when it enters the deep seas of the Chinese electric vehicle markets. This is because China has developed its car sector in a unique manner, which will lead to price and sales dynamics that will be difficult to predict soon. I think supply is going to outstrip demand over the next 24 months, especially if the economy stays slow and the auto market doesn't grow, said Tu Le of the Beijing-based consultancy Sino Auto Insights. That's where there's this huge dichotomy. If more people don't want cars and I, a manufacturer, still have to make them, what do I do? In the US, they just manufacture them at a loss. In China, you're going to see pricing pressure because there's going to be more supply than demand. Due to these projections in the electric car market, Musk was left with no option but to lay off some of his workers in January this year, a thing that Lei commends him for. There may be another reason why Tesla is having trouble breaking into the Chinese electric vehicle market that isn't obvious until we go back to the 1990s. So in the latter years of the 20th century, China's National Development and Reform Commission devised a strategy to persuade Chinese citizens to abandon their bicycles, which were their primary mode of transportation in cities, in favor of automobiles. That sparked a car-buying frenzy that was only just beginning to peak last year. To date, these policymakers have continued to utilize their authority to manipulate the markets to keep money flowing in the direction they want. The administration has taken a similar stance on electric vehicles. This has resulted in free money for anyone looking to join the market, according to Lei. However, Anne Stevenson Yang, the creator of China-based J Capital Research, told Business Insider that this hasn't necessarily resulted in significant innovation in the area. This is because Chinese manufacturers are primarily motivated to create a large number of vehicles quickly. As a consequence, domestic makers shifted away from indigenous innovation and have, as a rule, taken advantage of technologies developed overseas and leaned on government subsidies to produce in volume, Stevenson Yang wrote in a note to clients in 2016. This, she believes, may mean that China falls into the same value trap in the auto sector as it did with mobile phones, where it just produces technology created by other countries. Automobile manufacturers, including Tesla, have also been wary of producing increasingly sophisticated vehicles outside of China, owing to concerns about intellectual property theft, which generally make it hard for Tesla to enter the market as they should. Tesla is not the only electric vehicle manufacturer in China. Therefore, it is attempting to enter a market that is already dominated. Some automakers have been even dubbed Tesla killers. For starters, Tesla's brand is very well known in China. For another, It's much more expensive than many Chinese EVs. Tesla vehicles are priced such that the most basic model, the long-range Model 3 sedan, has an entry price of $64,300, immediately classifying it as a premium vehicle. This is a difficult task since other vehicle manufacturers produce and sell cars for much less money. So that's one nation where Tesla is having a hard time getting its product on the market. Do you believe Tesla will ultimately be successful in China? I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.